Now, if you guys missed last week's game, man, you guys missed I don't want to say a good one, because it's not like we pitched necessarily well. It's just the fact that we ended up picking up a win, and our offense really decided to show up that game. We ended up winning 11-4. We did push our ERA down to a 3.38, our WHIP down to a 1.56 from like a 1.9, which was absolutely ridiculous. And we did more than double our strikeouts. So let's see if we can actually do that again. We're going to be facing Charlotte, which I know is a White Sox affiliate. Go White Sox. We're going to absolutely destroy them, I hope. And then potentially have a game against St. Paul as well. And it looks like they're going to be a pretty good team. But let's hope that we can have a good showing against Charlotte here. And let's hope that we can pick up a win. And let's hope that we can actually push that line to something that someone in the Mets organization really wants to see at the big league level. But looking at this bullpen session, man, we're going to be working on the velocity of our slurve. I feel like if we're able to really kind of mix it up a little bit more and be able to kind of increase the difference between the speed of like our fastball and our slurve here, I think that's going to really bode well for us. So this might not be as easy of a game as I was expecting, because they have 3 guys in their order that are hot right now. Now, looking at their overalls, it looks like it's going to be a pretty easy time, but that's not really a dictator of anything when you're on legend mode. So let's hope that we can go in here, and let's hope that we can take down Charlotte. We're going to be at home in Syracuse, so let's put on a nice little show for our hometown crowd. Now, compared to some of the other stadiums that we've seen in AAA so far, man, Syracuse really kind of has a boring backdrop, but it's okay. We'll be up in New York sooner rather than later, I hope. But if we have a stat line like that, I don't know if that's necessarily going to be possible. At least our strikeout rate is over our walk rate now. We just need to kind of keep it that way here. So we're facing Cespedes first. It's going to be a little tough, honestly. He's hitting over 400, and he is a really good player, so shouldn't be too surprised as he ends up poking one out there, and that is going to be a double for sure. Don't tell me that's going to be a triple. No, it is not. Good call right there on holding them up. Doesn't have as much speed as I was expecting, but nice double on that one. Not a good start at all, but that's okay. You know what? As long as we strand him on second, we're going to be fine. That one's in the dirt. That's not a good way to start that, but that's all right. We're getting our jitters out. Again, forget that we're going from the stretch now, so I swear, you heard me. You heard me flick up on the stick. I don't know what that was. Let's hope that that doesn't happen again. So let's go with the split. No, man, we're having a rough time right here. Having a rough time. Maybe I'm still upset about what happened with football, but either way, we don't pick up the strike on that one. That's okay. That's a 4-pitch walk. We're starting the game off as horribly as we possibly can. But if we can get a double play right here, we're back in the game. That's a good pitch. That's going to be a strike. Maybe not a good pitch, but it was adequate. It was adequate. It was a pitch we needed. That's not one that we do. Let's slow down right here. Let's go back to the changeup. Let's pick that up. That could have been a beautiful pitch. If he would have swung at that one, oh yeah, that would have been a tailor-made ground ball double play. There we go. We end up picking up the second strike finally. And now we're back in control. So let's pick it up with the split. How did he get a piece of that? That dropped? How did that drop? First of all, I don't know how he got a piece of that. Second of all, I don't know how that ended up dropping. And third, that's rough. Wow. He just kind of flicked his bat out there. And that just dropped. Holy cow. So that's not the way we want to start. Bases loaded, no outs. Let's see if we can help our own cause and get a couple strikeouts right here. I'm glad we end up picking up that call right there. It allows us to go to the slurve on the outside. Nice, that's a double play. That is going to be a run, unfortunately, but that's only going to be 1 out. I thought that was going to be a good double play, but man, that was a slow turn on that one. It's not a good way to start the game. But hey, you know what? Last game we started off giving up 2 runs in the first inning, and we still ended up coming back to kind of win. So I'm fine with this. If we only let it be 1 run, I'll be extremely happy. But again, we need to get another out, though. That's going to be the tough thing. That's good. That's perfect. All right, now we got a 1-2 count. We're way ahead. We can't give him anything good. Let's see if he'll chase this off the plate. That looks good. You bet. There it is. Out number 2 this inning. Thankfully, he was on a strikeout. Let's see if we can do that again. Let's start off with the fastball here. Again, yeah, are you going to check? You bet he did. He went on that one. I can't really tell from this perspective, but I'm going to take that all day. But again, we just need to get one more out. It would be nice to be able to pick it up on a strikeout again. But again, any way that we can get out of this inning would be ideal. Let's go with the split. That looks really good. He's going to swing at that one. You could tell he was licking his lips on that one. Well, let's go with the changeup down and out. Chase it. No, he ain't going to chase that one. That was way too far outside. So let's go with the slurve down and in. I don't care what you're saying, bud. I don't care what you're saying. Well, maybe I should have listened to you. Now we got a full count. First and third. Let's finish it with the fastball on the outside. That's it. Strikeout number 2 of the game in the first inning. And thankfully, after getting into a bases-loaded jam with no outs, we only give up 1 run. Very minimal damage, and we get out of this one. So we didn't get any runs in that inning, but that's okay. As long as we keep it a 1-run game, I feel pretty confident here. And we're facing the bottom of their order, too, and that's going to be extremely helpful. We got Sosa up right now. That's going to be, thankfully, a foul ball. That was a really bad pitch on that one. That's not where we want to leave it for someone who actually could have some pretty good success in the majors. That is a great slurve. Dude, if we could do that again, that would be perfect. Let's see if he's expecting that. Who knows? Oh, no. Yeah. That was not where we wanted to place it. But at least that is a ground out. We'll take that. Could have been much better if we wouldn't have thrown that so early, but we'll take the out. Let's go. 1 out, no one on base. Feel good about this. We got the 8-hitter up. There we go. Can we get this out? Why was he taking so much time? Why was I taking so much time? Either way, there we go. We actually field our position for once, and we got 2 outs now. Either way, we got the splitter coming up. Let's see if we can get a first pitch strike. We cannot. That is a little bit low. Good discipline on that one. That actually looked pretty decent. So let's go to the changeup. Seems to be a good pitch for us. Not when we leave it just like right off the edge there. Well, I trust the slurve. I don't know why on a 2-0. Oh, apparently that's why, because it'll get us a ground out. And there's the 3rd out of the inning right there. Perfect. We complete our little challenge there as well. And now let's see if we can actually get a run. Or 2. Or 3. We've done it before. All right, you know what? We're feeling really comfortable with the slurve. So let's go back to it. Look at that. We're getting first pitch strikes on it, too. We're throwing it when we're behind in the count. What is this guy right here? He didn't have that earlier, like last season. There we go. That's going to be another ground out if he would actually throw the ball. Thankfully, he finally does, and that is 1 out in the inning. It's better than how we started the game, so let's take that. Let's go to the split. Feel like we can be pretty confident with that, too. That is a great pitch. Not a lot of break, but we'll take that. That's just a good first pitch. Let's go. A little fastball in the outside corner never hurt anyone. But a fastball pretty much right down the middle at about the thigh sometimes does. But that one did not, and that is just a fly out to the center fielder. Let's go. We can actually get out of this 1-2-3. Let's go. We go with the changeup. Did he just let go of his bat? That's, wow. So let's go to the slurve. Maybe we can see him let go of the bat again. Nope. Instead, I guess he does after he ends up having to run to first after that single. That was a really bad pitch by us. We could have gotten out of that inning really quickly, but that's our first base runner of the inning. Okay, so the good thing here is if we retire him, we'll only have 5, 6, 7 up next inning. We just need to make sure we can get it over the plate. I thought we could trust that slurve, but apparently not. Let's go with the changeup, though. It doesn't help when we forget that we're going out of the stretch, and we need to do this a little quicker than normal. Let's go back to the fastball. That's a lot better. And we get our first strike on that one. 2-1 count. We're not in a horrible shape. There we go. See? That's going to be a ground out. Okay, it went 6-4. That's fine. I thought maybe he was going to throw it to first, but nope. We get out of another inning. Now let's see if the offense can produce like they have been all season. They do not, but we do only face 5, 6, 7 this inning, and we've had some pretty decent success against them. So let's see if we can keep that trend, and we do. That ball is right to the center fielder. He didn't have to go anywhere. He could have taken a little nap out there. But there's the first out of the inning. So thankfully we got the first out on that one. Now let's just make sure that we can get it with a fastball again. That looks really good, but we're not going to get that. That's a little too low. And to be fair, it actually was. So I can't complain on that. Oh, that's a bad pitch. Thankfully, he does not lift the bat off his shoulder. Getting bailed out, thankfully. Let's see if the split will help us out a little bit here. That looks really good. We're going to get that corner call. You love that. As long as it's, you know, elevated a little bit, I think he's going to give it to us. Let's dot up a fastball in the outer half. He's seen all off speed pretty much. That looks good. He doesn't... Wow. Okay. Don't know how that wasn't strike 3, but we'll be fine. Let's go with the slurve here. Beautiful. That should have been a strikeout, but instead that is going to be a double. That might be a triple. I need to go back up third. Someone, come on, get there. Get there. That's really, really bad. Hilliard ends up getting a triple on that one. Boy, he's got some speed. And now we're in some issues, or having some issues. We're in some deep trouble. I think that's all I'm trying to say. Okay, we actually need to get 2 strikeouts on this one. Only because I feel like that's the only way that we're going to prevent them from scoring. But as long as we can get 1, I think we're going to be fine. I know, we're going to go with the fastball up, though. That felt like it could have been pretty good. If we could have gotten 0-2 on that, that would have been great. But at least we're changing his eye level. That looks like it could have been good, too, but... Oh, 2-1 count. Let's go back to the slurve. That was working. It would have been working if maybe we would have actually thrown that well. No, we go back to the fastball now. There we go. That's going to be a ground out, but unfortunately, that is going to be a run. That's unfortunate. I actually kind of wish I would have walked in there just to be able to get the ground ball double play, but that's okay. Unfortunately, now we're going to be down by 2. All right, so it's a brand new inning. We got 2 outs, no one on base. Let's just make sure we strike this guy out right here, and let's get out of here with some dignity. You know what I mean? Nope, he ain't swinging at that one. So let's kind of go down with the change again. Maybe he'll swing through this one. Oh, he sure does. He was looking fastball on that one. So let's finish him with the slurve. If we go off the plate, he'll swing at this. He's eager. Wow. I can't believe he got a piece of that. And that's a nice play by the third baseman, and we get out of the inning. I'm surprised he got some wood on that, and actually hit that pretty hard too. But either way, hey, you know what? We need to score runs to win anyways, so let's do it right here. Really rough to see the fact that we haven't scored yet, and we're in the 5th inning now. That's alright. We still have half a game to go. Feeling pretty good about this. That's another quick out to the center fielder. There we go. Way to get there, buddy. And that is 1 out already. And if we keep being efficient here, I think we could actually work into like the 7th or 8th inning, hopefully. And that way we have a better chance of actually picking up the dub. Thank you very much for not swinging at that. That should have been crushed. That was a beach ball. There we go. That's perfect. Nice. Nice play by the first baseman. And thankfully that is going to be the 2nd out of the inning. That's what, 3 pitches so far? Let's see if we can do it in 4 or 6. That'd be nice with either a ground ball or a pop out right here. If not, then let's do 2 more pitches and be able to get the strikeout. Because again, we really need to improve that strikeout rate, especially if we want to get moved up anytime soon. It would be nice if we didn't end up hitting them. Either way, let's get out here. That looks really good. That's nice. And that's going to set us up for a 1-2. And I think we're going to actually do this up and in. He's going to swing at this one, and we're just going to paint the zone. We should have went down and away. And instead, that is going to be a base hit. Not looking good, but you know what? Again, 2 outs. We just need to get out of it here. So let's prove that we can actually get out of an inning and get out of a jam like that. And look at that. All it took was 1 pitch. It's going to be a ground out to the shortstop to the second baseman again. That's the 2nd time those 2 ended the inning. Well, let's go. We need to have a better inning next inning now. And despite our offense having 4 hits so far, we have not really done anything offensively. Yeah, he's definitely scattered those hits and definitely hasn't been hurt by them. Still a 2-0 game, so let's make sure we keep us in the game. Beautiful right there. Dude, I'm telling you, we always pick it up in the later innings for some reason. So let's see if we can get a 3-pitch strikeout. We do. Sit down. Not our best slurve, but I don't know why you're just looking at that on 0-2. Were you expecting something a little more out of the zone? Either way, you're not going to get that from us. Come on. We have too many mistake pitches for us to really kind of make that happen. There we go. That's actually, what, 4 strikes in a row? I'm impressed. I never thought I'd see that from our guy. There we go. That's 5 strikes in a row and also 2 outs. There we go. I kind of wanted to hold off on saying outs before we got it, but that's okay. 2 outs now, so let's get out of this inning pretty quickly here. We're looking really good in the 6th inning. I really want to keep going through this game here. Ignore me brushing him off the plate there. I'm just setting up for the outside pitch, guys. That's all. There, see? Look, he's going to look at that circle change. Pretty much right down the middle. He's still set up on the, to kind of be off the plate a little bit. See? Because he ends up just fishing at that fastball. And now let's hit him with that slurve down and in. And let's get him to swing at this one all goofy-like. That's it. Oh, that could have been nice. Good discipline, though. And let's end him with a split. I feel like we can finish him right here with that. That's good. What did I say? A no-hit inning? Man, that was actually one of our best innings. Not just this game, but pretty much all season. And we go into the dugout with a 2-0 deficit. But again, going into the bottom of the 6th, I think we can get some runs here. He's got to be getting tired. And they're already taking us out. I felt like we had so much more energy out there to be able to finish off at least the 7th inning. But they bring in Matt Foster now, and that is going to be the end of our game. I hope we got a couple runs, but I am not too confident in that. And we did not. We only picked up 1 more run for the rest of the game, and we ended up losing 2-1. But despite the fact that we pick up the first loss of the season, we actually had a really good game right there. I mean, 6 innings, 5 hits, only 1 walk, 2 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, and they actually got some pretty good hits on us that I thought were really good pitches. So those were just, I guess lucky hits in a way, So again, it's not like we gave up a ton of hard hit balls. We threw extremely well, and I really hope that the people up in the front office actually take note of that and want to move us up sooner rather than later. But hey, you know what? 4 strikeouts in that game, not too bad. So we do remain at 69 overall, even though we had a pretty good performance there. But we are going to be able to get a practice in before our next start, which is going to be against, St. Paul, I think is what it is. End up picking up a couple wins. So let's go to the bullpen here. This time we're going to work on the break of our splitter because, again, we do throw that sometimes when we're ahead in the count. And if we can get some more break on it, maybe we can have them be more worried about that than some of our other pitches. So let's go with that and up our hits per 9. All right, so it looks like we're actually heading to St. Paul for this one. Looks like we're taking on Josh Winder. And it looks like this lineup actually looks really good. I mean, some of their overalls are pretty high. Ryan Castile is, unfortunately for them, cold. Good for us, obviously. But this looks like a better lineup than we faced in the last game, and we had some issues with them too. So we can go into St. Paul, and let's see if our offense can really kind of carry us in this one. Let's hope that we can make this a game. By the way, our stat line actually looks like it's getting a little bit better. So let's see if we can kind of keep that trend of getting better here. But we are facing a lineup that is actually pretty comparable to us in record. So, and their overalls kind of dictated that too. Wow, really good glitch right there. But still, ground out to the first baseman. 1 pitch, 1 out. But hey, if we keep getting little lucky things like that, then hey, I feel like we're going to be pretty good here. Look at that, 2 pitches and 2 outs. He's got some speed, but there we go. Nice play by the third baseman. So maybe we can make this a 3-pitch inning? Who knows? Is he going to take the bat off his shoulder? He is not. That is a very smart call on that one. Definitely make sure you find a way to get the starter out pretty quickly. And the best way to do that, if you're not going to shell him, is to make sure that his pitch count gets up there. And you go to the bullpen pretty quickly. Let's go to the slurve on this one. Oh, that looks bad. Yeah. I'm surprised that one didn't break in enough to be able to hit him. Either way, let's go back to it. I didn't feel great about that, so let's give it another shot. Well, I probably shouldn't have felt great about it. Dude, that little stagger step back, unfortunately, was what allowed that to drop. Felt like that could have been catchable, but hey, that's a base runner, unfortunately. So let's just make sure he doesn't get in the scoring position. And to do that, that was a really horrible attempt. Not even going to third. Alright, that's a little rough. That's a little rough. So let's get back to it. Let's make sure that we don't give him anything good to hit here. We were a little lenient after we got two outs on 2 pitches. So yeah, let's make sure we don't throw any more mistake pitches. There we go. That's a good one. And thankfully that's going to be a foul ball. The way that our third baseman was going after that, I'm like, no, don't let that be an extra base hit. Can't let another one like that go. The circle changed just off the plate, unfortunately. That is not good. Come on, that's going to be catchable, right? Nope, that's going to be a run. Come on, block him. Oh, I was hoping that maybe I could tackle him. I forgot I'm not playing Madden anymore. So that's like our third game in a row with giving up a run in the first inning. Let's just make sure that, again, it's only one run this time. Yeah, I could tell by like their overalls and everything, this was going to be a much more difficult lineup than Charlotte. And it'd be nice if we could get some of those calls too. Let's go. You do better than that. Yes, he did. You better call that a strike. I'm not gonna tolerate that from you, buddy. Come on now. Come on now. There we go. Now we're ahead in the count, 2-2. Now let's make sure we give him a pitch that I think that he can't hit. He's gonna be looking off speed, so let's go fastball up and in. That wasn't up, but it was very in. But it was very in. So let's finish it with the circle change. Feel confident in it. Thank you very much. That was not where we wanted the pitch to be, but as long as it produces an out and we get out of that one, I am not going to complain. And our offense is still a little bit cold. But again, you know what? That's only one inning. Again, oh. Dang, I thought he was going to get that. We would have been able to get over too. Wow, he's the one who's actually cold too, so way to give up a base hit to the guy who has not been hitting well recently. That's all right. We're getting better. We're getting better, because look at that. That slurve just goes right down the middle, and that is our first strike of the inning. Let's go. We're looking good if we didn't just bury that one. But we're okay. Fastball inside. Thought maybe he was going to swing at that. That's all right. That sets up for a split down and out. That looks really good. Another one just right through the infield. Man, it looks like they got good hitters up and down their order. That was not necessarily the greatest pitch, but not one that I thought should have been pushed through the infield like that. So maybe this is not our best start here, but again, we're facing a really good lineup. There's a double play ball, though. 6, 4, 3. Thank you very much for giving us the out on that one. That one was a really close one. And there we go. At least we got 2 outs now. Let's get out of this. We need to be so much better than that, though. And there we go. We finally get a nice little pitch on the inner part of the plate. So let's see if we can paint that there again. That looks really bad, because now that's a base hit up the middle. Man, that is really, really rough. But then again, that was the leadoff hitter. He did look pretty good, so oh well. Let's settle down. Let's go with the fastball. Dude, they're just hitting everything that we're kind of throwing at them. Yeah, I agree. Let's go with the slurve. I feel like we've been doing pretty well with that. Oh, and that's going to push to a 3-0. I feel like our leash is going to be pretty short in this game, because we are not throwing extremely well, especially after that 4-pitch walk right there. Going to the fastball. That looks really good. And that's a line out to the third baseman. Thankfully, we get out of this nightmare pretty easily like that, just with another extra run. But again, we need to score runs to be able to win anyway, so let's see if the offense can pick it up. I don't know. No more runs this game, though. That's going to be the plan. No more whats this game, either. That would be really cool. That would be extremely cool. Wow, he could have really, really taken that one deep right there. That could have been really bad, but thankfully, he fouls that off. That allows us to go down and in. That was not down, but that was in with the circle change, and that'll allow us to actually go down and out with the slurve. And we should pick up the strike 3 on this one. That was a little generous. But the way that it was sweeping, it was still in the zone. So there we go. 1 out. Cows are up now. Someone that I know is pretty good too. And unfortunately, we don't get the call on that one. I think we already wasted our luck on that last strike 3 call. There we go. We'll go with the changeup. And that's going to be a ground out to the third baseman. Yes, he's got the gun to be able to shoot it over there. Well, we got 2 outs now. I feel pretty good about this inning. Feel like we can get out of it. Great pitch right there. He was looking for the fastball. He got the circle change. And now this time he's going to look for the circle change. And he's going to get the slurve. And thankfully that ends up going foul. Great play out there by the ball boy out there. That's fantastic. And now let's finish it with the circle change down and in. Let's see a goofy golf swing right here. Nope, he does not, because that was just a really bad spot. We worked on the split and the break on the split in our last practice, so let's see if that paid off. And let's see if we can make it pay off on this one. There it is. We can't, but that's going to be a ground out to the second baseman. Never mind, because he is way too fast, and that was a really slow play by the second baseman. We still have 2 outs. We can still get out of this inning. We just have to go into the stretch here. Just need to pick up a couple good pitches. He's been cold despite the fact that he ended up picking up a base hit against us in his last at-bat. So let's make sure that we can get out of this one pretty quickly. There it is. Nope. Unfortunately, just a little too far inside. Let's go back to the slurve, because when that's on, that's on. But that was not on. So let's not do that. Change up. There we go. 3-2 count. Guy's going to be taken off on first no matter what. So let's just zip a fastball in there. Oh my gosh, why did he swing at that? I was about to say, that's going to be a walk, but nope. Jammed him, and I don't know why he swung at it, but that's going to be a pop out to the shortstop. And we get out of the inning with a really good gift from the other team. Brand new inning, no runs again. This is like deja vu. This is really like deja vu. But we are facing their 8-hitter now. We have a really good chance of getting out of this inning with no damage. So let's make sure that we make that work. Unfortunately, that slurve does not pick up the zone, and we need to go back with the fastball. We just can't give him a meatball right down the middle. Thankfully, he fouls that one off, and we're in a really good spot now. Let's dot up the fastball inside, and let's sit him down. Let's go. Out number 1 of the inning, Sanchez goes down, and now we're going to be facing the 9-hitter with 1 out. So let's start this guy with the circle change here. Let's go. We're pitching pretty well so far. I shouldn't have said anything, because that was a really bad pitch too. But let's go back to the slurve. Why not? It's been working. Working really well, too. There we go. That's going to be another ground out. And boy, we're getting out of this inning pretty efficiently, too. But hopefully let's hope our coach doesn't take us out in the 6th again. But we are up to 56 pitches. That is a little rough. That's pretty high. I think we were around that in the 5th inning last game. So let's hope we can actually make it through the 6th. Might be a little tough, but we can still do it. Jam him with a fastball. That looks really good. And now we're going to be able to kind of push it outside the zone. And let's go with that slurve a little down and out. I don't care if you want it inside, bud. He's chasing this one. Love you, dude. I'm so sorry, but hey, we need to get him out somehow. And why not with that slurve off the plate? And there's our 3rd out of the inning. Let's see if we can get some runs, please. I wish our offense would pick up a couple runs, but hey, you know what? We'll stay scoreless. That's okay. We're starting to pitch a little bit better. And I feel like if we don't have a lead or anything like that, maybe we pitch with a little more looseness. I don't know if that's a word. I don't know. Hell, I'm just going to count that as a word. But as long as we're a little loose, I feel like we pitch a little bit better. We're a little worried sometimes, and that kind of gets in our way. So I'm going to go with the slurve down and in on this. That was a really stupid call. But the shortstop... Oh, what a play! Let's go. We end up picking up the out. We probably should have went with something down and out. Yeah, I think he hit like a slurve on the inside part earlier in the game too, so that was a dumb idea. Gotta remember your spray charts, guys. That's all. So let's go back with the changeup on the outside half right here. That looks good. He was looking for a fastball, and Rojas did not get it. Let's go fastball up and in. Let's see if we can pick up that up and in strike. We do. He ends up swinging on that one, too. Now, you really want to go back with the fastball? If we're going to do that, we're going to hit that on the outer half, though. Let's see if we can get him to chase this. Oh, we do. I can't believe he swung at that, and he goes down on strikes. Let's go. 2 outs in the inning now. We're pitching extremely well. I feel really good now. Where was this in innings 1 and 2? I don't know, but you know what? We pick up another strike right there. And I feel like we're pitching with a lot more confidence. This feels great. Feels great. Look at that. Even that right there. That one should have been taken over the fence for about 442 feet. But instead, no, sir. And we're going to get him with the down and out. Slurve and end of the inning. Wow, he made contact with that. But there we go. Oh, you should have tackled him again. But that's how we get out of the inning. End of 5. Still no runs for us. We're down by 2, but we have a chance to go up now. Well, let's just get out of the 6th inning. I don't think we're going to go out for the 7th based on how the last game went, so let's hope that we can keep this a 2-run game, and let's hope that the offense can actually come out and find a way to help us out here, because Man, they have not been good for us this entire episode right here. It's been a little rough. That's all right. 0-2 count? No, we're not going to go up and in. We're going with the down and out changeup, and let's get him right here. That looks good. But he didn't bite on that one, and I can't blame him. Let's go fastball up and in this time. He saw down and out last time. Change his eye level, and where he's seeing the pitch. Wow, that was a little high, but he ends up skying that over to the left fielder. And that's out number 1 of the inning. Either way, let's start this guy with a circle change. I feel like that's going to be good. Can't keep it up high enough to be able to stay in the zone, but we're going to be fine. We're going to go to the split despite the fact that we really haven't thrown it much this game. And obviously for a reason. He made pretty good solid contact, but that's right to the second baseman. Now we have 2 outs. We're only at 74 pitches as well, so if we get out of this one in a pitch or two, maybe we go out for the 7th. Maybe we start it. But don't feel confident about that. Don't think Coach really has the confidence in us either. So let's go back to the split down and in. There it is. That looked perfect. He was looking for something else. You know what he's looking for? He was looking for the fastball. You know what he's going to see on this one? He's going to see the fastball. Up and in. He's swinging through this, and we're going to be out of this inning right here. I was hoping for the strikeout, but you know what? We'll take a pop out to the center fielder. That is probably going to be the end of our day, but let's hope the offense picks it up here. Only 3 hits so far. We need to pick it up here. St. Paul, come on. And man, if this doesn't feel just like last game, Matt Foster comes in a 2-0 game and gives us a chance to potentially stay in the game. I don't know if we scored any runs. I can only hope that we did, but again, the way that the offense has been playing, not very confident in that. Let's see the final here. This was almost exactly like that last game. We lose 2-1. We pick up 1 run, but we end up picking up the loss. But this one, it was a little rough. In that first 2 innings, that was pretty bad. We end up giving up a ton of hits at the beginning, but we're definitely getting better. As long as we limit those really bad, like, first 2 innings, dude, we could be really good. Because after that, I mean, if you look at our innings like 3 through 7, we are just looking really good. It's 1 through 3, that's bad. But still, 7 hits, 1 walk. That whip's going to go up a little bit, but still, 5 strikeouts in 6 innings and only 2 earned runs. Not too bad. We should still be proud of the way that we ended up pitching and the way that we're able to kind of come back after a rough start. So a pair of 2-1 losses. But again, we can't really be incredibly disappointed with how we ended up playing. And we still ended up, despite the fact that we are 2-2 now, our ERA is down to a 3.21. That's better than it's been at any level in this entire series. Our whip is down to a 1.39, which is great. We pretty much dropped it pretty much like a half, And that's really, really great. We're up to 14 strikeouts. We're looking a lot better. But unfortunately, we just didn't come out on top in this one. It looks like we're probably going to end up taking Game 6 of this series. So it's going to be a little rough. Hopefully we can have a better outing against them. But we'll definitely see. Our other game in the next one is probably going to be against Jacksonville, the Jumbo Shrimp again. Again, most ridiculous name for a team I've ever seen. And that's probably going to end up being like the Friday game. So we're going to have a pretty busy schedule this week. We're not going to get another practice until our second game of the next one. But either way, I feel pretty good. We're pitching a little bit better. We just need to really limit those first couple innings. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like. If you're new, subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time.